This whole season opener stuff never gets old for you, right?
No, it's awesome. The last 3 to 4 weeks we've been, banging up against the defense and the same guys every day. So it's a new challenge for us, and I think everybody's getting ready for it and just excited. At practice, last week you can kind of feel the excitement that everybody brings because, it's finally here. The thing we've been working for all season, and we're just ready to go out there and show what we got.
Nick Saban continues to say he wants to see a quarterback step up and lead and win the team, I believe is the phrase that he used. Is there a moment when the older players, the senior leaders, kind of see, like maybe last year with Blake, was there a moment where you kind of knew he had the team? Is that something you guys have been looking for?
I think every year is different. Last year, I think after the Arkansas game, we were looking for an identity as a team, not just as a quarterback. And I think Blake, playing in those guys being in that game and coming together as a team helped Blake evolve into that position. So I think every team's different. You never really know when you're going to find that leader. And I think that year was something special. And this year I know we're going to have that as well. It's just a matter of time. Nobody can predict that, just kind of the way things work out.
Having gone through that before last year, so recently, does that help with the unknown, with what goes with that position?
I think so. Everybody's, I think the media is a little bit more worried about the quarterback than we are. You look at last year, we didn't really know who was going to be the quarterback going into it. And, the first couple of games, we didn't play great as an offense either. And so, that kind of had, it affected everybody. And I think towards the end of the season, we all came together, and Blake was in there at the time, so it all just kind of came together well. But I think, everybody on the team knows that who's ever going to go in there, we're just going to have to build around. And, we're a young team, so I think it makes it a little bit easier because everybody's kind of new to this thing, and everybody's going to come together as one. So it's a little bit different, but it's been a lot of fun so far, and we're just going to keep going.
Right, the other position groups offensively, do you guys have enough confidence in your abilities that to you it really doesn't matter who's back there taking the snaps?
As an offensive line, we put it on our shoulders that no matter who's back there, who's running the ball, that if I'm running the football, I should be able to I should be able to run for touchdowns. That's our goal. Is no matter who's back there at quarterback, we're going to protect them. No matter who's at running back, we're going to make holes that they can score. So it's a little bit different as an offensive line because you take that things personal. It's on us, and we kind of carry how far the offense is going to go. So that's been a personal challenge, and that's one of the things that we stress since day one. So this is we're going to continue doing that.
Going back to winning the team, have the quarterbacks shown flashes of doing that at all in your eyes?
Nobody's really trying to win the team. It's not something you can just buy. It's something you have to go out there and do every day. And I think a lot of guys have done that. Every guy who's gone out there has become a great leader just in the experience that they've gotten. And there's never been a time where somebody hasn't rallied around who's ever in there. If there's going to be bad plays, not everybody's perfect. I would like to see somebody who's actually played a perfect game before. It's never happened. So you just got to be willing to go out there and do your best, and know your team as your back.
Ryan, one of the things that was coming out of that SEC media days was Coach Saban and then you, the players who were there, talking about wanting to go back and be a relentless, dominating team the way the program has been in the past.
Mm-hmm.
With that in mind, now that we're through with camp, getting ready for the game, have you seen that during the fall camp?
Yeah, and that's one of the biggest things that we stress, that and finish. And you can say it and you can do it now, but until we get in the game and we actually do it, then that's something different. So, everybody on the offense and the entire team has taken an oath that that's what we're going to get back to. And I think going back to it as a young team, there's more buy-in now than there ever has been in the past because they know, all right, everybody's new, so maybe this is what we actually have to do. And I think it's actually made us better as a team.
Words get thrown around like continuity and chemistry during the preseason. Where would you say your unit is right now in those areas?
I wouldn't just throw them around. That's like an actual thing that has to be, done. After the Arkansas game last year, I don't want to compare seasons, but that team that actually came together after the Arkansas game, you could see that on the sidelines. You could see it in energy, and everybody's together right now. But it's when you get hit in the face what happens. So you can't predict what happens now, but when it happens, we'll see. But I know that everybody's down. And everybody's committed to, just winning and giving it all for everybody on the field. So
you've brought the Arkansas game up twice now, and actually Paul Christ just talked about it in his press conference too, saying that that's a tape they have focused on, and he also spoke to Bielema, they have a relationship, about that game. What did you guys learn about yourselves in that game that maybe they are studying right now and that you guys corrected?
I don't think it was anything to do with I didn't mean for it to be about Arkansas. It was just that game when things weren't going great. There's things that happen in football where not everything's going to go perfect. And you look at the way that, we didn't give up. We blocked the PAT at the end of the game, win by 1 point. That's when the energy just shifted. And we were like, all right, we can actually do this thing versus kind of playing to not lose. We were playing to win. And I think there's enough guys on this team who were a part of that last year and played that we can reiterate that to young guys and kind of get this thing moving forward.
But if Wisconsin's trying to exploit a weakness they saw in that game, do you guys think you have righted that ship? And because you guys are experienced, you guys already are past that?
I mean, yeah, we learn from every tape we play. I mean, you can turn on any team on any game and you can see weakness in something, but that's what we have. That's what we have Sunday film, Monday film for. You just correct that, and every play there's going to be something that's not right. You might be an inch off from a block or something. The guy makes a tackle. It's just how you go about it next week. So that's what we're going to do. We're not looking. I probably shouldn't say anything about the Arkansas game in general, but no, you're fine.
Well,
we're
just mentioned it at the exact same time.
Yeah, no, it's all right. We're just going to keep moving forward, and that last year's last year. So.
Brian, Coach Saban said that the dynamics of Alabama football have changed, and he wants it to get back to the way it used to be. What do you think he means by that?
I mean, teams feared playing us. That's just how it was. My first 2 years, I'm not saying that teams haven't feared us in the past, but those first 2 years, teams walked away from it not wanting to play us again. They knew that, we were going to be more physical than they were in the fourth quarter, that they couldn't hang with us. And, that was a great feeling knowing in every game we were going into it that we had the upper hand, that we were going to just dominate our opponent until they couldn't stop us anymore. And that's one of the things we get back to this year. And I think that Coach Saban and Coach Kiffin on the offense have done a great job of just getting us back to that point. And I know a lot of young guys have also bought into that.